Hello. Our first video today is probably about the most important part of this game, which is thinking. We cannot just stay there and randomly hit balls. And however, this is one of my younger students, very nice kid. This also happened to me with adults. Thinking is everything. Think a little bit first what you want to do, think a bit how you want to practice, and then execute your shots or start your practicing.
Now, why is that ball so long?
Because I practiced that it's so long.
I wouldn't say. I would say your backswing was pretty solid, but the ball is still way too long. Why is that?
Because when my club goes down, it is very fast.
Why it is so fast? What makes it so fast?
This one.
Exactly that one. Exactly. So now the sad thing of the story is that I have not told you nothing. I just have made you questions and you could answer them all. So you know what is the reason why you hit the ball too long?
Yes.
But you keep on hitting it too long. You are waiting, you put your brain in zero energy mode, and you are just waiting that I'm telling you the thing. And that's the key. That's the key and the difference of you playing good golf or just, I don't know, you don't play bad, it's just average. At the moment, at the time where you start making yourself those questions and answer those questions yourself, you will be great.
Okay. Do you want some 薄荷糖?
No, I don't. I have my own one. Thank you. Venga.
This video talks about the extension in the finish, where we extend the most, because our spine, when we address the ball, is flexed, and then when we swing our club to P4, our spine is extending, moving towards P7, our spine is flexing again, and then at the finish, we are extending the most. Our spine is extending the most in the finish. We are extending so much that if you look carefully, you will see good golfers when they hit their drivers. The extension is so big and so huge that they jump so much out of the ground that their feet in a fraction of time are not even touching the ground. They are really jumping out of the ground. This extension, this raising out of the ground is a huge power source. And my student, in this case here, he was not extending at all. He finished his swing flexed. So I try to make him a little bit more funny exercise to understand that he has to feel how he jumps more out of the ground, and he has a way much more extended position in his finish. So there, the title of jumping out of the ground. Jump. 跳. Higher, man. Come on. Good. Higher. Good. Look, you see what you've done just with the neck? You did this here. Let's see. You were extending more. Let's see if I can get up a little bit higher. Try to jump with the neck flexed. How you want to jump like this? Here is the same. If you are just tilting me your neck to the right, you finish me here, you're not going to extend. No. You are moving me left and up. You get a towel there. Yeah. Come on. Good. Now hit me ball like that. This video talks about something standard in golf, which is turning, tilting, and extending. My student was not tucking his hip. He was not moving. He was not moving his lower half forward. He only was turning his hips backwards. What made that, because he is not in a tilted angle to the right. When he exited the club, his right shoulder was higher than the left, and his arms were crossed in a way that his right arm is higher than the left. If you remember my bucket drill, where I explain how the hands have to exit to the left, orbiting around our spine angle, keeping the distance to the ground, you will see how my right arm is lower than my left one. So what I was explaining here in this video was that he has to tuck his hips in order to change his spine angle so it is tilted to the right, and like this, by turning around his left leg, he keeps his right tilt, and his right arm will be lower than his left, as well as his shoulder. Look. My right arm has to be lower than the left one. Okay? I'm exaggerating that very much, okay? Because you see my arm is much lower and there it's not so low, but okay? But yours not. Your right arm is higher than your left, because look, your right shoulder goes up. And if your right shoulder goes up, now you are not pointing to the ground anymore. So when we exit the club, we're pushing forward our hip. The left shoulder goes up, right shoulder goes down. This is the way I would like you to stop. This here. Not like that. Maybe some practice things. Great. This video is another way to explain the first power accumulator. The first power accumulator is the bending, the loading of my right arm. So when when I address my ball, my right arm is almost straight, and by loading my first accumulator, what happens is that right hand, or the distance from my right hand to my shoulder, decrease because of this loading. Many kids, which I understand, believe that the club has to go up, and actually it does. It does raise up, but it does not raise up because we are just purely raising up our arms. As you know, our hands have to orbit around my spine, and the raising up will come from my laterally bending and the raising up of my right side. So in this video, I was explaining him how to load properly that first accumulator by getting his right hand closer to the shoulder. And we practice that with a racket. It's not so heavy, and they can easier fulfill that than with a golf club in the hand. And with both hands, you see how my left arm stays straight, but my right hand is getting closer to the shoulder. I'm not asking you to give height in your hand. No. I am just asking you to get the right hand closer to the shoulder. Look, I don't have to raise, I don't have to lift up anything to do this here. You want to try? No, take that one. Just with the right hand. No, good. You see, you're not raising up anything. That would be great. Okay. Nice. Do me the same with the club. Okay. Let's go. In this video, we talk about several points, but at the end, the goal of everything was to be able to keep the golf club in the plane. If our golf club would be constantly in the plane during our backswing, our downswing, and our exit, that would be a perfect world. And this is not always so easy to do, and it's not always possible. But definitely the easiest part is to keep the club in the plane from P1 to P4. So we were talking about the butt of the club or the butt of the racket, okay, which actually means the loading of my second accumulator, okay. We were talking about the fourth accumulator, my left arm, describing it as a lever, which it is. And in order to move my hands higher, what must happen is that my shoulders go lower. So at the end of the video, when he started really laterally bending, moving his shoulder down, and he started loading that second accumulator, that was the moment where his hands reached the highest point, and only doing that with his left arm, without even using his first accumulator to help him a little bit to get the club higher. So, as always, laterally bending and moving the hands inwards and loading our accumulators properly. Okay, now hold it with the left hand. With your left, good. Okay, now when you swing it up, the butt of the racket, look, it's going to be pointing to the ground. Why you don't laterally bend me a little bit? Oh, that's not getting better. No, you move, look, you can put me your foot behind if you want, you move me your knee forward, your shoulder down, and you put it there in the plane. Remember, your left arm, your fourth accumulator is a lever. It's a lever. If you want to get this part up, what are you going to do with this? Now look, your left arm is a lever. If you want to move your hands out, you will have to get your shoulder down. And then it goes up. Oh, look how high you can move it now. Easy, no? This video talks about addressing the golf ball, the importance of not having the toes turned inwards, but having our toes turned slightly outwards, because that will help us to generate a bigger hip turn. In addition to that, there is a knee flex change. While we are moving our club from P1 to P4, we have a knee flex change, meaning that our left knee will bend slightly more and our right knee will start extending, to the extreme of certain good golfers who have completely extended right legs at P4. When I move my toes inwards, and even more, I push my knees inwards, okay? Now, I cannot turn my hips at all. No, I lock them. I have everything locked. Look, I promise you, I try the hardest I can. I cannot do more than that, because I put my toes in and I put my knees inwards, and I cannot turn. When you dress the ball, your toes are inwards and your knees are pressed inwards. There's no way you're going to turn. No way. So when we play golf, we stay with our toes open. Look, with the toes wide out, with the knees outwards. Good. And we have a knee flex change. You know what a knee flex change is? Good. No, look. You see both knees are bent the same? Yeah. Good. Now when I swing my club up, this knee is going to bend more and this one is going to straighten. Look. Like this. Okay? Let's try that a few times without the club. Okay, good. We're going to push the knees outwards. Very good. And now, look, we're going to make that knee flex change. You're going to straighten this one. Good. Come on, swing it up. Ooh, pretty nice. Very good. This video talks about extension. As you know, we are in a tilted angle. We are flexed in front of the ball at P1, and while we are raising our club up to P4, our spine is gradually extending. In this case, my student she was not extending at all. Actually, she was keeping her flexion, which made her moving her head to the right. So I have that little drill where I compare with a high jumper, and I ask them to feel that they try to jump over that stick. However, sometimes when they practice, they do a little bit more extension, but that also doesn't matter, because I believe that when you practice, when you want to change something and you practice completely the other extreme, you will reach much faster what you're actually trying to achieve. Now, imagine you want to jump over this stick here. Imagine you would like to jump over this stick, okay? Good. So now, send me your club up. Good, go, good. Exactly, you want to jump over this stick. Very good. So actually, when we pick the club up, we are not going in this direction. No, we are going this direction.
If I go this direction, I go out.
But you are moving me to the right. And I would like you, no, because your head is moving very much over there, no? Good, I would like you that you move me in this direction. There, okay? Try again. Good. Put your hands there, great, okay, good. Your knees, okay, good. Now you're gonna move me in this direction, okay? Come on, pick it up. Oh, very good. Do that again. Good, exactly, great, good. This video talks about using your body and not your hands and wrists to speed up the club head. In this video, we use an impact bag where I made my student understand that she can hit in the bag without using her wrists. That she starts feeling a little bit more how her body speeds up and not the club head anymore. We later also, I have my students stopping the club short. Stopping the club shorter helps them to increase the speed in their club, while it also helps them to control the club, which also helps them to control the ball flight, which at the end is the most important part. When you hold it, it's because you have to use much more the muscle, your muscles from the body. When you cannot hold it, it's because you just throw me the club. I know you can hold it here, but it's with everything, with your legs, with your belly, with your back, your arms, on the body, the handle forward, okay? I know you can stop it here. Okay, try. That's okay, good. Now we're gonna hit the ball like that. Now, just think it's the red bag, okay? Don't think about anything else. Just the red bag, you stop it there. Great.